Good morning. Welcome to a very typical what I eat in a day. I just woke up. First, supplements and water. It is Monday today. In the morning, I am currently taking 2 L-glutamine. I only have like 3 days left and the bottle's gone. I haven't ordered more. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep taking it or not. I ordered it a while ago. I can't really tell if it's doing anything. It's supposed to be good for like your gut health, your muscles, stuff like that. If you have any experience or knowledge on L-glutamine, comment below. I would love to know. I just wanted to try it out. Next, greens, always. This is Bloom's Orange Passion Fruit. I do really like this flavor. I also have strawberry kiwi in my cabinet, but I think I like this one better. One of my other favorites is citrus. I've tried, I think, almost every single flavor. So those are my top 3, I would say. I like to take greens because obviously there's good stuff in them for you. There's fiber, digestive enzymes, different superfoods, really great stuff. But I also really like it because it's part of my routine. It's one thing that in my eyes is like, you know, a healthy thing. So it kind of sets the tone for the day, like gets me on track. So I like it for the mental part as well. There are so many greens on the markets these days. And I've tried actually a good handful of them. And I'm not telling you like, oh my God, Bloom is the best greens in the whole world. But I do really like Bloom. I also really like the founder, Mari, and I really like her podcast. So that adds to the reason that I have been drinking Bloom. I started drinking it over a year ago for sure. And then I tried some other ones. I would have it here and there. And then I recently repurchased it for the first time in a little while. So if you are interested, I do like Bloom. But again, I know there are so many different brands. If you do take greens, what brand do you use? Again, I would love a comment because I would love to know. I like to chill for a few minutes, sip on this, do my red lights, start a podcast, sit outside for a few minutes, like just let myself like wake up, have a little activity, you know? So I'll see you in a few. And next is my favorite part, which I show in so many videos. Protein coffee. I am making it iced today. This is Mootopia. It's HEB's version of Fairlife. So it's an ultra filtered milk. It is dairy, but it's lactose free and it's high protein. So there's 13 grams of protein, 50% less sugar, lactose free, which is super great. I find that more milk is better in a protein iced coffee, or it's technically an iced latte, a protein iced latte. I find that using more milk in the iced is better. And hot milk, you can get away with a little less if that's how you prefer it. So we'll put 1 cup of that milk in a mason jar. We will add 1 scoop of caramel latte protein. It is the best in coffee. It mixes so well, it froths together, it blends all nice. See, it looks completely smooth. And we'll blend a double shot of espresso over top. This one is meant for iced coffee. It's called Ice Leggero. It's very good. It's 23 grams of protein, which is amazing. Getting it in right in the beginning of the day. It tastes good. The caramel latte flavor is just so good. I also love to put the caramel latte protein in cold brew or in plain coffee as well. It doesn't have to be a latte. I've just gotten in the habit of doing this and it's my favorite part of my routine. I love it hot, but now with living in Texas, it's getting warmer and warmer out and warmer earlier in the day. So I've been starting with an iced protein latte and it's been great. It's been amazing. I will show you the macro breakdown at the end of the day once we get through a full day of eating. I'm not on any sort of diet or anything. I do try and like to eat healthy. I've been trying to eat a ton of whole foods lately because it makes me feel good and it's good for me. I do try to get a lot of protein in throughout the day. Typically around 140 grams is my goal. That's another reason why I like to do this in the morning. 23 grams right away in the morning is such a good start. And who doesn't love their morning coffee? So I'm gonna go sip on this, get my morning started, and I'll see you back in a bit. Happy what I eat today. I'm about to go to the gym, so I gotta top off my water. 40 ounces in here. This is from Simple Modern on Amazon. My favorite water bottle brand. Let's go do glutes and hamstrings. I'm so sweaty. I'm also so pale right now. Workout, great, so great. For a real breakfast, I am having those 2-ingredient bagels I've showed many times on my channel. I'll explain. They're essentially 2-ingredient everything bagels. Lately, I've been making a bunch of these on Sundays to have throughout the week. I'll link a video of me making these fully, but I'm just gonna cut it open so that I can toast it. The 2 ingredients are Greek yogurt and self-rising flour. I'll just put them face up in the air fryer and I'll put it on the higher rack so that it can toast all nicely. I do turn this into a full-on breakfast sandwich, so I will also I prepare a bunch of eggs as well. I just bake these in the oven. It's like using the same little mold as the bagel, so it's the same size and fits perfectly. And also, turkey sausage. I'll grab 2 of these. And I just reheat these in the microwave. So then obviously I will just assemble. I cut up the sausages just so that they can fit on the sandwich better. So it's called 2-ingredient because that's what makes the bagel, but of course there's technically like more because I have the everything bagel seasoning. I use a little bit of olive oil to get the seeds to stick to the bagel, etc. This has been my absolute favorite breakfast lately, especially post-lift. I'm just really craving something like savory but filling, and there's lots of protein in here. So I really love it. Again, I'll link the video where you can see me actually making it. I'm also starting a newsletter, so go to my description box, click the link, input your email, and I will have this recipe in a lot of the first few newsletters that I do send out. It'll just be like a weekly recap, so you can refer to that as well, because this recipe is like, I swear I get so many questions about it. I didn't come up with it. I first discovered it on TikTok in like 2021 maybe, but I've been making them now more than ever and they're amazing. What would be even better? Throw a little avocado on here for healthy fat. Then it's even more well-rounded and super easy to prep and just throw together and reheat then during the weekdays like I just did. So love this all around. I really want another coffee. Lately I've either been doing half calf, which we're gonna make today, or actually even matcha. I used to hate matcha, but I have this one from Chamberlain Coffee. It's actually really good. It's the first matcha I've tried that I actually like, but I do wanna make it iced, so I'm gonna go ahead and brew a half calf coffee pad and then put it in the fridge for a little bit to cool it down and then finish making it. I've also just finished my first water, which is great. I definitely drink a good amount of water during my workouts, but I just finished the rest of it that I didn't drink. So we'll fill up another 40 ounces. With my afternoon coffee, oftentimes I take it as a good opportunity to add like collagen or something else that's beneficial. However, I'm in the mood for a little coffee creamer, and so I'm gonna have a little coffee creamer. I don't even always keep it in the house anymore. However, I went to the grocery store recently and I saw this pistachio flavor and I thought it'd be fun to try. I've only had it once before, but I'm gonna have it again today. I also do have like one of these skinny syrups, you know, whatever. There's so many different things that you can do to put in your coffee, flavor it. There's just so many different paths. But to finish off this half calf, I do want to put in a little milk. Honestly, lately, whenever I have an opportunity to use milk, I've been doing it simply because it is a great way to get in more protein. Like, it really adds up throughout the day. So I'm just gonna add another like 4th cup, nothing crazy. And again, the only reason I am measuring is because I want to make sure I am hitting protein goals and stuff. Like, if you don't want to measure or track anything, do not, okay? Just do not. You gotta do what works for you. But I'm gonna add a 4th cup milk. I also don't wanna add too much milk because it'll just like drown out the flavor too. So like part of this is the recipe too, you know what I mean? Doesn't it look so cute and so fun? I like love the bottle. I've also talked about this in videos previously too, where like my view on tracking things is it's very much a tool, not a lifestyle. So I've been tracking my food for like, I don't know, like 2 weeks. And it's been helping me keep an eye on like, okay, I need more fiber. Like what foods have more fiber in them? Or I've been doing a good job on healthy fats, like good for me, stuff like that. So it's helping me figure out like what foods have what in them and what I need to work on. But I'm not gonna do this like every day for the rest of my life because that's just too much. Also, I think something really healthy about it is that I don't care about the calories. Like, I'm so focused on completing macro goals, and not even just for like gains, but for like just my overall health and what's gonna make me feel best, and like what amounts are optimal for like me and my body and my size and stuff like that, my gender, my age, all of that. So like, to be honest, I don't even know how many calories I typically eat in a day. If I had to answer, I don't know. And I'm really happy about that because I just care about the other stuff more, and eating till I'm full but not overeating is always my goal. And also, being good about whole foods, amazing, but having a little processed coffee creamer every now and then if I'm in the mood for it. It's a great color. Pretty good iced coffee. I like the pistachio though. It's not like overbearingly sweet, but it's a fun flavor. I've never seen this flavor. I just like stumbled upon it in the grocery store and I was like, yes, add to cart. I feel like most of the time I drink this much and I just don't want to finish it, you know? Like I love the idea of an afternoon coffee, but the odds I actually drink it all, pretty low. For lunch, you know I love a good salad. And when I say salad, I don't even mean traditional salad. I mean throw a bunch of stuff in your veggie chopper and throw it in a bowl and flavor it and eat it, you know? However, my thing lately has been a big snack plate. When I say snack plate, it's not an actual snack. Like I usually put a lot of stuff on there, so it's equivalent to a meal, you know, like it leaves me full, whatever. But it's kind of the same vibe where it's a bunch of stuff, but instead of in a bowl, it's done on a plate. Just like a bunch of random things, you know, I love that. First, we're making a peanut butter yogurt kind of dip situation. Normally I would just take from my big plain Greek yogurt tub that I always have in the fridge. However, yesterday we went grocery shopping and I wanted to try it with vanilla to see if it would have a better flavor, maybe a little more sweet. I'm gonna mix stuff in it, so I am gonna dump it into a bowl. Otherwise it would just be so messy. And in it we dump 1 scoop of peanut butter flavored collagen and 1 serving of PB Fit powder. Mix that together, of course, being a little gentle because it is very powdery and can make a mess. Then we cut up about half an apple just because that's how much I want. I find it's better if you cut it up pretty thin, or at least that's just how I like it. And then I'll actually cut them in half this way because we're gonna put it right in the bowl. You know, like apples and peanut butter? It's my new little creation that's apples and peanut butter, but, you know, different. There's nothing wrong with normal apples and peanut butter though, I still do that, but this has just been what I've been up to lately and I think it's so fun. We'll also cut up a red pepper. I'm only doing half because some of the other pieces look like squishy and kind of weird, like they're going bad, so we'll just do half today, which is fine. I think I read somewhere that red is like the most nutritious. I don't know. I did green the other day. We're doing red today. And this goes on a plate along with hummus, of course. I go in and out of hummus phases and I've been in one lately. So we'll do hummus and some pretzels. And this is what we have going on for lunch. I like it. I think it's fun. It's very snacky, but it's good foods and full of nutrients, I believe. I love this little peanut butter dip. And sometimes it's simply just fun to snack. For dinner, we're doing a little chicken caprese moment. I'm very excited about it. First, I'm just baking the chicken pretty plain. So I'm spraying olive oil and putting salt and pepper on both sides. I really like this olive oil spray thing. It comes in handy. And then I'm obviously just baking it in this glass pan. The oven's preheating to 425. And we'll bake it for like 20-ish minutes. I like to flip it halfway. Look at the size of this leaf. I have truly never seen basil that looked like this before. Google, set a 10-minute timer. We have our toppings ready. Now we top it with cheese and tomato slices. And put it back in for just a few minutes. Apparently the chicken needed to rest. I've never heard of a chicken needing to do that, but whoa, that came out way faster than I expected. Now we put on a little balsamic, or a lot apparently, and some basil. And there's the chicken caprese. That was actually like no effort. All you had to do is bake chicken and like throw stuff on top of it. So they turned out great. I'm so excited to try this, but then again, all it is chicken, basil, tomato, and balsamic, and mozzarella. Like, I'm definitely gonna like it. Incredible. Fresh mozzarella, one of the best things. This is honestly a really great, easy meal and will definitely be something I go back to often. So quick too, and I'm a big caprese girl. I devoured that so fast. I have been so on my Ninja Creami grind lately, and I'm about to FaceTime some friends that are in Wisconsin. So I figured let's make a little sweet treat and cozy up on the couch and chat. It's usually kind of crumbly after the first spin on light ice cream, so I always take a spoon and just scrape the edges because sometimes iciness can stick to the edges. This is just chocolate Mootopia, again, HEB's version of Fairlife, and a little bit of the sugar-free chocolate Jell-O pudding powder. So it's super, super easy. I never measure anything, but when I do the entire pint, it is meant for 2 people, so I'll have half of this. The boy will have the other half. Chocolate has been my go-to lately. I haven't really played around with my Ninja Creami a ton in terms of new flavors, but I really want to get back into it, especially because it is warm here and will continue to get warmer, so I'm sure I will crave it even more, but I'm a big ice cream girl, so I'm fine with that. And we just put it back in and respin. Look how gorgeous. In my opinion, Ninja Creami still 100% worth it. I have to taste it straight from the jar. It's just so good. I ordered extra pint containers off Amazon and they came with colorful ice cream spoons and a scooper, so that was nice. And because this is high protein milk, it's another 13 grams in a cup. So I'm getting in another 13 grams of protein by eating ice cream. I finished my second water, which is great. The last thing I am consuming for the day is my little nighttime drink. 1 scoop of magnesium. This is strawberry kiwi flavor. I really want to get the salted chocolate flavor. I feel like I have been more in the mood for like chocolatey versus this kind of sweet, you know? So I think I'm gonna order that one and try that one out. And then we will do a scoop of creatine. I've been taking this for a few weeks now, not quite a month yet, I don't think, but creatine has a ton of different benefits for your muscles, for your brain health, like so many different things. Look into it for sure. But this is my little nighttime concoction. The creatine does not taste like anything, which is good. I do think it's better with a little ice. But I'll take this into bed and wind down. Of course, I have to like hop out of bed and like brush my teeth and stuff when I'm done with it. But I've been really consistent with these two, and I think with both of these, consistency is key. So it's fun to have a little nighttime drink, and they're both really good for you. I think the creatine is definitely something to get used to. Like, I feel like I just feel kind of like larger because of it, but I'm pretty sure that it kind of takes like a month for your body to get used to it, because creatine essentially like hydrates your muscles and so much more. This is the last thing of the night. Of course, I'll have everything linked if it's a product, a supplement, or a recipe. I'll link the little caprese chicken that I did for dinner, of course. Here's my total breakdown for the day. If numbers are triggering for you, please exit the video now. I hit 154 grams of protein. However, collagen is technically not a complete protein source. So if you factor out my collagen, it is 139 grams. Both of these numbers are great, in my opinion. So either way you look at it, I had 131 grams of carbs, 47 grams of fats, 11 grams of fiber. Ideally, this number would be closer to 20. However, I literally just ran out of my fiber supplement that I like to take on days where I'm short, and it totaled to around 1,600 calories. Keep in mind, I am literally 5'1". Everyone's bodies are different. Everyone works out differently, processes things differently. Metabolisms vary greatly. So definitely don't copy this exactly, but here is a reference of my day's breakdown in case it is helpful to you. Also, don't forget to click the link in my description box to drop your email so that I can include you on my little newsletter adventure that I'm going to be starting. And I will definitely be including the 2-ingredient bagels because I know those are popular. Otherwise, thanks for coming along for a little what I eat in a day. I get requests for these a lot, and I'm always happy to share what I'm into these days. So thanks for hanging out. Please subscribe if you have not, and I'll see you in my next one.